By name, I'm Duranela Saresio Mutuma, a resident of Meru County, and I usually am a private human rights activist. Today, I petitioned the County Assembly of Meru with a petition to initiate impeachment of our Governor, Honorable KAWIRA Mwangaza.
Celesio Thuranira is the voter that has decided to launch that impeachment motion against Governor KAWIRA Mwangaza. Ladies and gentlemen, if you remember our previous analysis, I talked about a looming impeachment. All the chaos that we noticed at the Meru County government offices were only intended for an impeachment motion to be launched, and that has come true. So an impeachment motion has been launched by Celesio Thuranira, and the main fact is that they are claiming that KAWIRA has abused office of the governor, and as a result, she is not fit to hold the office. So personally, I think the standoff was just a plan by some external forces to have KAWIRA impeached. In my previous analysis, I talked about this when I started analyzing the events that were transpiring at the county government of Meru, especially when KAWIRA went to parliament, went to the county assembly for her maiden speech, and then where the MCAs had to walk out. So that is the time I did an analysis on that event, and I said that there was something was not right, that there could have been an external force that was trying to make, or rather, KAWIRA's office dysfunctional. You remember that the contestants one of them was Kirato Murungi, the second one was Mithika Linturi. Mithika Linturi is now the CS for agriculture, so that by default, we don't expect Mithika Linturi to be involved in the county affairs, but we expect the former governor, Kirato Murungi, to be obsessed with the governorship, especially after KAWIRA floored him during this 2022 gubernatorial election.
Tunaomba Senate mkiletewa impeachment motion iletwa hapo tu, impeachment letter iletwa hapo bunge la Senate, muripitishe haraka sana, maana Meru ni kubwa zaidi ya KAWIRA Mwangaza. Meru ni kubwa zaidi ya kiongozi yeyote.
Kama vile Waswahili husema, wapiganapo fahari wawili ziumiazo ni nyazi. Hivi ni kusema wananchi wa kawaida ndio wanaumia upande wa Meru. Tunaomba serikali kuu, our rais, aigilie katikati, kama hata leta kama hata shikanisha hii serikali yetu ya Meru. Tuambiwe tumepewa Madam Governor 1 week tujue the way forward. Otherwise tukorendi kurundi kwa debe na tutavote the person mwenye akona interest ya mwananchi, si mwenye akona interest zake.
You remember that KAWIRA talked about the MCAs requesting some handouts. That was a response that KAWIRA gave to the public, because the MCAs had decided that she was not going to rule that county. Ukiona ule wakati alipoenda kwa county kutaka kuongea na MCA wote walitoka mbio, and KAWIRA was only left with the speaker and maybe the sergeant at arm and some few employees of the county government assembly. So majority of the MCAs walked out on her. She could not produce a maiden speech, so she had to go outside and talk to the public. So I think, okay, despite the fact that KAWIRA has been doing some things outside the law, but the MCAs ought to have given her a chance to at least, deliver at least 1 year before they can sponsor an impeachment motion. Now, an impeachment motion is being sponsored, and KAWIRA is hardly even 2 months in office. And considering the fact that she got that gubernatorial position on an independent ticket, makes her look vulnerable. Remember, the people who are in the county are either from the UDA party or for the party that is chaired by the former governor of Meru County, that is Kiratu Murungi. So that means there are no MCAs who are allied to KAWIRA because she got that position on an independent ticket. Now, that makes her very, very vulnerable. And perhaps that's the reason why you find that this kind of problems are coming up and she cannot defend herself. She doesn't have any MCA to defend her because she is not representing a party. So, ladies and gentlemen, Celestio Turanira sponsored that impeachment motion, and the main aim, I think, I suspect Kiratu Murungi. I'm sorry, but my instincts tell me that it could be that Kiratu Murungi is trying to force an impeachment motion on this governor, so that should the impeachment motion be be tabled, and should it be tabled, I find it that it might have to pass 99% because literally all those MCAs are against KAWIRA. So that makes it hard for KAWIRA to function, to serve the people of Meru. The people of Meru want KAWIRA, but the MCAs are rejecting KAWIRA. So the MCAs are putting KAWIRA in a very, very awkward position. One of the claims that Celestio fronted is that KAWIRA appointed a cabinet and probably did not want to engage the county assembly in the vetting and the like. But I think the reason why KAWIRA did that, which is contrary to the law, is because the people or the MCAs are not supporting her. They are literally sabotaging each and every step that KAWIRA makes. KAWIRA needs the MCAs for approvals and vetting and everything, but the MCAs are vowing not to work with her. So that explains the reason why KAWIRA had to make that decision, which is against the law, but she nevertheless had to make the decision. And also the fact that there have been complaints from the EACC that KAWIRA has engaged, has actually nominated or appointed the family members into the county offices. That is also a claim that Celestio has mentioned in his petition. So should this petition find its way on the county government office assembly, then rest assured that this petition will be successful. And the next phase will be now tabling it in the Senate. Now, should the Senate approve or uphold the MCA's approval, then definitely William Samoei is likely going to assent to it, and the probability of another fresh election in that Meru County will be seen. I mean, because short after Chebukati announced William Samoei Ruto as the president-elect, you saw Kiratu gave his full support on William Samoei Ruto. That means there was some kind of truce. So we don't know whether this is one of the arrangements or one of the things that was discussed, that let KAWIRA come, but because she's an independent candidate, we will make her dysfunctional. So as a result, we will launch an official impeachment motion. That impeachment motion will be forwarded to the Senate, and that Senate will approve, and then the president will approve that impeachment. So that means KAWIRA will be just a citizen, and that the position of a governor shall have been taken away. So, ladies and gentlemen, do you think the move by the county government to have KAWIRA impeached 2 months before is right, or is it justified? Please share your comment below the comment section there. But until we meet again for another analysis, please, I'd like to urge any first-time viewer or any regular viewers who subscribe to our channel to please take a moment and subscribe to Yoleno TV. Once again, I'd like to say thank you so much for supporting us to this level.